Hello and welcome to the Stronger, Leaner, Lighter show this Wednesday. Today, it's all about metabolism, why it slows down and what we can do to speed it up. Can't wait to start with this one. Well, isn't 2020 the year that just keeps on giving? So as I'm recording this today, of course, in Melbourne, I've had an earthquake this morning, felt apparently as far north as Sydney. Well, people are marching in the streets and all sorts of things are going on. Wow, is this ever a time, ever a time to be looking after you and your health? Because in this wild time we're going through, really and honestly, that is the only thing you have control over, is looking after you and looking after your health. So you are there, you are able to care for your family, to feel stronger and to feel leaner and to feel lighter. And today I'm going to be talking about one of those things that really impacts women over 50, and that is our metabolism. And I'll be sharing the reasons why we are so impacted by metabolism as we age, and of course, be sharing some strategies for it. So buckle in as you pop on today. Just say hi. Let me know if you're in Melbourne and you heard it and felt that earthquake this morning. It's all over my Twitter. My sisters and I have been talking, and my brother all morning, because one sister had to drive down to check on my dad to see if everything was okay. I know there's many of you that are probably doing the same thing today. It's one thing after the other, isn't it? So we're going to be talking about your health today. We're going to be talking about what you can do in order to get in control of your health, your energy, and your vitality. Hey, Catherine, nice to see you here. Let me know how you went this morning. Did you feel it? Wow. I've actually experienced a couple of earthquakes before, a couple in Melbourne, and I think one when I was in San Francisco with a girlfriend of mine, and they're pretty scary things because it's just, again, it's that kind of out of control. All right, let's talk about metabolism today. And, women experience the biggest metabolism change close to menopause, when our key hormones such as estrogen decrease. And metabolism is really important for us to help metabolize food, energy, and also to feel that be fitter and stronger. Now, physically inactive people can lose up to 3 to 8% of their muscle mass every decade. This is every decade after 30, which leads to decreased strength and mobility. And of course, we see that a lot in elderly people as they get frailer. We also see that a lot as we move into our 50s and 60s, with our bone density, our ability to actually, even lift things. And so it's just such an important aspect of our health. Now, here's an interesting fact. A physically inactive person aged 60 may have up to 24% less muscle mass than they did at the age 30. Now, this is really I don't like this last part. And often that lost muscle is replaced by fat. Yes, that's what happens. We don't want that. No, we don't. Now, muscle burns more calories than fat all day. So every day your body uses more calories to sustain it than it uses to maintain fat. Now listen, this is interesting. The average 50-year-old woman needs 300 to 500 fewer calories per day than she did in her 20s to maintain the same body weight. So, as I often say to clients, it can feel like everything you eat just puts on weight, and that's why, like 500 calories a day less, that's a lot of calories to maintain the same weight when you do just 20. And of course, for many of us, we get to that age, you feel like everything I eat just puts on weight. This is why. So the other thing that impacts on our metabolism, something to be really, really mindful of, is previous diets or restricted food intake over years reduces our metabolism. And this is what happens. If you're the type of person that went on, say in your 30s or your 40s, you went on some type of diet, whatever it is, just, restricting calories because you thought that was the way to release weight, your body, your metabolism actually slows down. So because you need calories to keep functioning, your heart, your lungs, liver, kidneys, spleen, bones need calories. Now, so the calories it needs has to keep on going. If you pull down, if you reduce or restrict too many calories, your metabolism simply slows down in order for your body to continue functioning. And that's when we begin to lose that muscle mass. Then when you start to eat properly again, when you go off that restricted eating, your body actually doesn't build more muscle. What it does is it builds more fat. And all the while your metabolism is still slowing down. And that's, again, as I said, it can feel like everything I eat I put on weight, because that's exactly what's going on. But that's the way the body is designed, right? Our bodies are designed to keep everything functioning. We sometimes think we've got control over it. Nope. Nope. Let me know in the comments if you're the type of person that feels right now that everything I eat just puts on weight. Everything I eat just puts on weight. And that, what, because of our, we need so few calories, we are already restricting our movements as we age. We're just not as active. I was watching a young family on Sunday, and this mum must have had 2, 3 little ones. Maybe they were looked in age, maybe 6, 4, 3 or 6, 4, 2, something like that. She was up and down, running after them, picking them up, one wanted something, the other wanted something else. My husband and I were sitting back having an ice cream, watching all this, and you think, God, remember those days when you would just, it was just energy. I just look at those and think how tired we were. But we kept on going. Well, we just don't do that anymore. We tend to be very restricted in our movement. Even things like my mother used to do, don't hang out the clothes on the line as much anymore. People tend to throw things in the dryer. We don't even get up to change the TV channel. In our jobs, we may be very sedentary in our jobs. And so all of that contributes to this decrease in muscle mass. I remember, let me know, do you remember my mother, God, I'm aging myself, I know, but I remember my mother had one of those washing machines where you had to wash everything and then you pulled it out and then it went through the wringer. Do you remember that? I always used to worry I'd get my fingers caught in it, go through in the wringer, and then you'd put it in again, you'd pull it out again, and you just hate Mondays. I don't know why. Why Mondays we used to do laundry on a Monday with sheets. But I remember how physically hard that was, and we just don't do that anymore. And that's how we're losing this lean muscle mass. And at the same time, because of our going through those estrogen hormonal changes, we're also losing metabolism. So let's talk now how to boost it. So I've got some really exciting news about what a partnership that I've moved into. But I want to just share with you how, first of all, how to speed up your metabolism. Number 1, increase protein. Most women do not eat enough protein, and we need up to 30 grams of protein per meal. That's like a chicken breast, or a couple of eggs, and for most women we just don't provide our bodies with enough protein. I was quite shocked when I was doing some research about the type of protein we need, and it was quite amazing how much we actually need. And I know for many of us, we're actually too busy. We'll tend to grab things on the run, which has often got a lot of carbohydrates or sugars in them and less protein. So it's important that, number 1, you've got to increase that protein. Number 2, you've heard this all before, I'm not telling you anything new. Strength training, which includes weights, or HIIT, which is what we call HIIT, high intensity interval exercise. Again, for most women, it's just too difficult because it requires effort, for most of us to get the required amount of energy or strength in our muscles. We have to be lifting heavy weights. And for most of us, that's just not an option. That's not an option to get to the gym to lift heavy weights. So walking just isn't it. I know a lot of you walk every day, and it's not enough to boost your metabolism and increase that lean muscle mass. What needs to happen is you need to be doing the HIT, high intensity interval training, combined with strength work, which includes either working with weights or body weight. So things like push-ups, lunges, squats, tricep dips, all that stuff to build muscle mass. And as I said before, the amount of work, the amount of things that you have to do is too hard. It's just too hard. It's like we're constantly fighting this losing battle. So I want to share with you what's happened in this last couple of weeks. And what I believe now is the way to move forward for me in supporting women to release the weight that no longer serves them. I like to say the fat that no longer serves them. Social media doesn't like it when you say that. But the thing with it is that what's happening is that if you try and lose weight old-fashioned way by limiting restriction, you're lowering metabolism. You don't need to lose weight. You need to lose fat. And especially right now, visceral belly fat. Now, especially, when what's going on, especially in Victoria at the moment, it's just this constant low-grade stress you're living in all the time. And, the low-grade stress and anxiety elevates your cortisol levels, and it's just constant because you never quite know what's going to happen next. And the way the body works is when that high levels of cortisol are designed for you to do something, right? Run, fight a saber-toothed tiger, or protect yourself. So most of us are in protective mode in this, what's going to happen next? What are they going to say? It's like every time there's breaking news, you go, what now? What now? Whereas breaking news used to be something you go, oh my goodness. Now it's like, oh, what now? So that elevates your cortisol level when you don't do something. So elevated cortisol, elevated adrenaline cause energy, right? You're supposed to do something. We don't, we sit. What the body does is hold on to that energy, holds on it because it's saying, you've got to do something with this fat, right? You've got to do something with this energy. Lays it down as visceral belly fat, which is, as I've mentioned before on this show numerous times, 132% more likely to end up with ICU with this virus that's going on in the moment, with more than 10% visceral belly fat. The rates of the highest issue for people going through this at the moment, most have more than one comorbidity, but the number one is obesity. That's the number one, and high levels of visceral fat. So it's like if you want to care for yourself, this is what you're going to have to do, because you have to take 100% responsibility. So the last few weeks I've been looking at, okay, well, how can I best support people in this? How can I create? I mean, this has been my passion for over 35 years, in and out, due to life, of course, about how I can support women to fight this, to be the best they can be, to be the healthiest they can be. So I've created the all-new, revamped, Stronger, Leaner, Lighter 12-week program, and I want to share a little bit, if I can, about that. I want to share with you what this is involved, and that I've also partnered with a company that creates supplements to boost your healthy metabolism and support and maintain lean muscle mass. This was really exciting. This came about as one of those intuitive conversations. I had this thought going round and round and round in my mind to call a friend of mine I hadn't spoken to for a little while. And it just kept coming up. So I called her, we went for a walk, had a chat, blah, 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 talking about some of the things that she does. And then one day she said, do you know that this company that she works for has this program, this weight management program? I had no idea. Now, she gave me all the details, and then I began searching through it. And can I tell you, it's exactly the thing you need to do to boost your metabolism and energy. Everything, I cherry pick stuff, deep in research up to my eyeballs for the last few weeks, but I cherry pick stuff because I know what are the biggest challenges that most women over 50 are facing at the moment. So I wanted to create something that addresses the biggest issues, which is being able to release fat and maintain lean muscle mass, so critically important for metabolism. Ability to keep energy high and create, kind of the impetus to exercise. I couldn't believe it when I found this. But I want to show you a little bit about, first of all, the Stronger, Leaner, Lighter program, if you mind just bearing with me for a minute. So the Stronger, Leaner, Lighter is now a 12-week. It wasn't 8-week, it's a 12-week. It's a 90-day program, and with videos on how to eat consciously, fast intermittently in a way that is right for you. Okay, so I'm a great proponent of intermittent fasting, but we're not a one-size-fits-all model. How do you know whether this works for you or not? It's also got weekly 9-minute and 15-minute workouts you can do from home that incorporate HIIT and strength training in 9 minutes or 15 minutes. You don't have to go to a gym to do them. I've created these workouts that are specifically designed to increase lean muscle mass and boost your metabolism and all those things we just talked about. It's also got meditation MP3s. Meditation's so critical right now. Oh my gosh. Helps you stay focused, lower that stress level. Plus PDF copy of my book, Tap Into Reclaim You, the 2 in 20 principle, which is how to do more in less time. It's a great time management program that I've created, and how to fast intermittently properly, plus regular tapping videos. Again, help reduce stress, overwhelm, and release food cravings and limiting beliefs to keep you on track. Plus the 12-week program incorporates calls with me, weekly calls with me, and a secret Facebook group for daily accountability. I want to just share something with you. This 12-week program I'm creating is a beta test. Let me show you that. It's a beta test. I want this to be, I honestly believe, can I just say this? I honestly believe this is the piece I've been missing. This has been my passion since I was 23 years old. Since I was 23 years old, I've been working in the fitness industry, as I said, on and off because of autism and a few other things. But it is my number one passion. And when I came across the supplements I'm about to tell you with, it's like, you're doing a jigsaw puzzle, right? And you're missing a piece, and you're pulling up the table and you're searching for cupboards. You find this one last piece. That's what this felt like. It was like, oh my God, this is exactly what I've been looking for. So let me tell you about these supplements. So there's 3 in the program that are, one of all their science and evidence-based. Number 2, they're all natural products. So there's no stimulants or anything like that. I'm very, very particular, as you know. I went and researched all the ingredients, what was right, what was wrong, how does this fit into my program, all that stuff. So let me share with you the evidence-based and scientifically proven supplements to boost your metabolism. Now they've done studies on this, increase your energy, reduce food cravings, and support a positive mood and mindsets for enhanced willpower. So it's like just that thing, the hardest thing to increase your metabolism, which I said, 30 grams of protein each meal, HIIT training, strength training, lower your stress, make sure you're intermittent fasting properly for your body type and shape. All of that is like this. It all kind of came together. And the other thing I loved about it was they have this green protein powder that contains essential nutrients for added protein. Now, including chlorella and spirulina. Both these things, chlorella and spirulina, have been shown. Number 1, chlorella is high in protein, vitamin B12, iron, and omega-3s, helps boost your immune system and acts as a detoxing agent for heavy metals. One of my great guys that I follow on podcast, the Model Health Coach, he talks about this all the time, chlorella. As being a complete protein and is just so essential in boosting your immune system, especially right now, right? We've got to look at things that are right now. It also contains spirulina. Remember, I don't know if I went through a stage probably in the 70s where we all had spirulina. It tasted like, by the way, tastes terrible. I remember a friend of mine saying, oh, you're going to turn green one day. But It contains antioxidants and an anti-inflammatory. This is the other thing I loved about it. It may increase muscle strength, endurance, and lower blood sugar levels. So the supplements, they've got a whole heap of them, but these are the three that I've felt that really address the real issue many women face right now, is just so critically important. It's just so critically important. Doesn't matter whether you choose to have the thing or the not, you still need to maintain your wellness. You are still responsible for your health, whether you have it or not. Doesn't matter whether you have it or not. It's up to you. That's your choice. But if you choose to or not to, you are still responsible for your health. And, lots of studies still to come in on this thing. But if you boost your immune system and you boost your health and you're looking after your metabolism, you're better able to cope with life, including earthquakes. I'm looking out at my window right now and, I can see the ocean. I think, one day I'm going to look out there and the ocean's just going to part. Just big tidal wave. Then I'll know. Or I might start, cats and dogs, raining cats and dogs. Look, if you're interested in this program, I want to chat to you about it. And I can share more information. Where am I? I'm going to pick it up here and just pop it in the comments. But the Stronger, Leaner, Lighter program information, if you are interested in it, here is the information. I'm going to pop it in here. You can have a look at it. You can let me know if it's something that you're interested in, if it's something that you feel you need. It's, as I said, 12 weeks. So we start on October 4, not next week, right? Yeah, not next week, the week after, October 4, which that 12-week program will take you right through to Christmas. And all I can say is, how good would it feel for you if by Christmas you just felt stronger, leaner, and lighter? Whatever's going on, whatever lockdowns we're all going to go through, and we're all probably going to go through them, and anybody thinks we're not sort of living in la la land, but if you can care for your health no matter what lockdowns happen, because all these workouts are at home, you're connected with me online, you receive videos to help you with meditation and tapping and eating consciously and how to sleep soundly. We do a lot around sleep. Ensuring you drink enough water. So it's designed to keep you accountable no matter what craziness is going on in the world. So check out that Stronger, Leaner, Lighter program information. As I said, we start October 4. Send me a message. There's a link on that page to just send me a message, send me an email if you want to chat about whether this is right for you, how it works. Let me know what you're going through, and, I can help adapt. As I said, this is a 12-week kind of beta test for me. So there's a few things on there that are cheaper than they'll normally be. So in 2022, I certainly won't be charging what I'm charging for the membership program. It'll hopefully be double by then. But I really want, if you're interested and really want to do this, I want to support you to make this work. It is as important for me as it is for you, because this is my passion, to help you be the best you can possibly be, to feel stronger, leaner, and lighter as you age well. That's what I love to do most of all, and I want to help you. I want to help support you. So thank you, everybody, for being on the show today. Let me know if you want to know some more information. Click on the link, have a look at it, and let's have a chat. Just say, look, I want to do this, but I don't want that. I can adapt it for you. It's about supporting you. We need strong women, because there's a lot of people not doing real well at the moment. And, to me, we are the wise women. We got to be fit, strong, and healthy in order to help all these other people deal with it. And we need more women in government, just quietly. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you so much. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. And for all of those in Melbourne, Catherine too, and I know my friend Dee is also probably watching. We are thinking of you. We'll all get through this. And what a day, hey? What a day. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk with you soon on the next week's Stronger, Leaner, Lighter show. See you then. Bye.